good, y'all? Welcome back to another one. You already know, back with another video. It's going to be a good one, so stay tuned. Let's get right into it.
Tonight, and this is just a mixtape. I want to talk about Danae Davis. She came out popping up all over my TikTok timeline, and she said that she got something by a guy that does homemade flicks, more like back page meetups. And the guy actually went to Morgan State. Not that it matters, but shout out to MSU. And one thing I can say about the Morgan State lifestyle is, I mean, it's the closest thing to get him to the Greek. When I went to A&T, Southern girls still had morals. Even though some of them might have been going crazy at the parties, it wasn't like Morgan State. Morgan State, it was a free-for-all. Everybody was going off the top rope, putting people in a Boston crab. It was going down. Elbow drops, tag team, back again. Check it to Rekia, let's begin. Morgan State was crazy. You guys have to understand, this is Deshae Frost. He messed with the woman, Danae Davis, and he was on streams sweating, hoping that he wasn't a part of the sting operation. Now, with that being said, so a lot of you guys out there that watch the flicks, that watch the hub, sometimes you got to stop and think, is that man really winning? See, this is what the thing about society. For guys who get laid, for guys who don't get laid, we think the guys that are getting laid, we think that they're winning. This is why I want to make this video, because at the end of the day, who's to say they're really winning?
Right.
I want you guys to think about that, because we live in a world where guys are depressed. And I talked about this on the live because they can't have sex. Now, this is a guy that went to Morgan State. That's what we're going to call him, because his stage name, I'm not going to say his stage name, but we're going to call him the guy that went to Morgan State. Morgan State alumni. That's what we're going to call him. And this is a woman that claimed that he did something to her, but before the State Farm insurance accident happened, she was happy. Not only happy, she was happy enough to get this man tattooed on her flesh. Now, like I said, I'm not on the internet. I don't know a lot of these guys, but it's crazy. And we're going to talk about the 21st one later, because most of these guys on these 21st ones, I'm starting to find out, are adult stars. And a lot of these women on these podcasts, Fresh and Fit, and these 21st one, they're adult stars as well. And you don't even know it. Well, let me take that back. If you're unplugged and you don't really understand what's on the internet, you got adult stars on these 21st ones. Now, imagine that. You think you're the man, and this is one thing about really not wanting to follow the crowd, because you guys got to understand, corn stars, YouTube friendly, are hyped up in society. They're hyped up in society. And not only are they hyped up into society, rock stars as well. I always told you guys, beware about people who call themselves rock stars. Rock stars are it's a code word for porn star. I'm going to be real with this video. A rapper is a code word for porn star. That is it. You got to think about it. Before you had rap, you had rock and roll. What did rock and roll artists do? Go to city, just sleep with all different women, city to city, by the multitudes, by the 20s, by the 30s, by the 40s. Like, literally, that's what rock stars did. What are rappers doing? Going city to city, hanging out with Diddy, 50-foot inch beds, doing the same thing rappers are doing. So porn stars, I don't understand who made these people popular. I don't understand who made these people cool, but it's push in the media. We had Playboy growing up, Hustler magazine growing up. So at the end of the day, it's promoted. All the famous entertainers used to be at Hugh Hefner Mansion. It's crazy when you pass away in this world, people stop thinking about you, and you're probably going to say, Mr. Keep It Simple, give an example. When Michael Jackson was alive, everybody was walking around talking about who's bad. Nowadays, who talks about Michael Jackson other than Mr. Keep It Simple? Me, because I'm surprised that when you die, when you're alive, you could be an icon, but when you die, people stop talking about you. It's the same thing with Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner, he made naked women, Playboy bunnies. He made all that. He popularized all that to make it look cool. So this guy right here, the Morgan State alumni, He said in an interview that he's been with 3,000 women. And he didn't feel bad because he messed with this woman right here and she been with 2,000 women. Now, you guys have to understand, you see what's on her lip? When I went down to the Dominican Republic, not to get off topic, listen, we popped bottles in the club. It was only $40 a bottle. Imagine that. You pop on a bottle in the club, sparkles coming out, everybody's like, wow, and it was only $40. Time of my life. Now, with that being said, after it was over, the dude that I was with, he went through and picked up 2 girls. I didn't do it. He picked up 2 girls. We went back, get some eat, little spot, got some sancocho. Long story short, I look at this shorty lip and she had this on her lip. My man was like, yo, you ain't gonna get her? I'm like, yo, you can have her. That's what he did. he got the 2-for-1 special. But when I saw that on her lip, I'm like, absolutely not. I can't do it, bro. You got to understand, like, now, this is Tiana Trump. She's always on the Kai Cenat stream. She's always on the I Show Speed stream. So when we talk about how Kai Cenat, I Show Speed, how they're trying to push this to the kids, they be like, oh, Mr. Keep It Simple, oh, Mr. Keep It Simple, you don't want to get amped with amp. Let me tell you guys something. Not only is Tiana Trump on every popular stream for teenagers, she's also chilling with this Morgan State alumni again. And the crazy thing about it is he actually bought her to Morgan State. And it goes to show, man, listen, let me tell you guys something. Tiana Trump, man, there are a lot of women out there like her. Like, you will see them. And if you don't know who she is, Tiana Trump, look like Tiana Trump. But if you know about Tiana Trump, listen, keep it moving. People were excited, homecoming, but you wasn't. Tiana Trump was really at Morgan, my ex-college, crazy. He bought her to Morgan State. Everybody was in Twitter. Twitter probably had to close down. They probably crashed Twitter just because Tiana Trump showed up to Morgan State. You guys have to understand. I just don't understand. I mean, and I really want to make this video because I feel that a lot of people that shoot adult entertainment, they're actually lazy. I mean, of course they have energy to shoot the scene, but outside of the scene, it's like the Morgan State alumni, he didn't want to get a job. Tiana, listen, we got to call everything on the root surface. Tiana Trump didn't want to get a job. You got to think about it. What's your 9 to 5? Oh, I'm a porn star. Like, okay, so what do you do? Do you clock in? No, we just start recording. Like, that's your job. Now, it's crazy how I told you how in the media, they try to make entertainers seem cool. This man is on a Tasha K show. Make it make sense. And Tasha K is supposed to be for the people, right? Tasha K is supposed to be for the woman. We're just gonna let her go. We're just gonna remove her to the left, Control Alt Delete. Tasha K, it's crazy, but Tasha K will bring a man up there like this on the show, and she claims that she cares about women. Let me tell you guys something. This man right now is not going to have a normal life because he wanted to be famous. And I'm going to say this again. This is the price of fame because you got to understand, if you're a porn star, it's just another access way to being famous. Everybody wants to be famous, and this is the price of fame. This is why I love my content. I don't show my face. When I walk down the street, nobody is like, oh man, that's Mr. Keep It Simple. Oh, Mr. Keep It Simple. Could we get a picture? Could we get an autograph? No, I don't have to experience that. And I love the fact that I don't have to experience that because at the end of the day, who wants to be famous? But I'm going to tell you who wants to be famous. Porn stars want to be famous. You guys have to understand. Like I said, before the beginning of time, you always had Playboy. You always had Hugh Hefner. And I'm going to tell you a little quick joke. When I first got my penthouse, my mom was like, the only time I ever heard of penthouse was, kind of through Playboy magazines because I guess they had an issue with something called the penthouse. And that was way before my time, 1959, 1961. Man, time really flies in the year 2024. So I never even knew, but my mom told me that inside joke. She was like, I never even knew about the penthouse. But long story short, get back to the video at hand. I just want to say that a lot of guys, they want you to buy into their lifestyle. Money, fame, woman. Don't buy into another man's lifestyle. At the end of the day, get your own money. And when you meet the woman that you like and fit your life, get your own woman. Don't ever look at another man on screen and be like, damn, I wish I could be like him.
Right.
Damn, I want to be like that dude. Damn, I got to get it like that. Listen.
You don't know what they did to get there, you know? So,
in life, yourself, motivate yourself. You see what I'm saying? Like when it's all said and done, if you can't find content like Mr. Keep It Simple, learn how to motivate yourself. Because what happens on social media, guys, they're going to show you 10 women on a yacht. They're going to be like, yeah, this is the life you need to live. Yeah, sign up for my course. Yeah, I'm going to teach you the key to mastery woman. Yeah. And guess what? A lot of dudes, they're going to be like, you know what? I want to be just like him. I want to be on a 20 verse 1 just like him. And you don't even know what this person is going through. I don't care what anybody says, man. Like, when it's all said and done, a lot of people in the industry, a lot of people in small crowds, a lot of popular people, and this is why you really don't want to be popular, because a lot of people are really sharing the same woman, and vice versa. Women are sharing the same men. This is why you don't want to be popular. Because they sell us in high school, oh, you want to be like the jocks. You want to be like the football captain. You want to be like the starting point guard that's going to Kentucky. That's what they sell you. So since high school, people are programmed that they want to be popular. This man is out here really doing back page corn. Not even professional. Not even getting tested. Not even following up with the people that he's with. They're doing backstage corn. Now, this is the 21st one. It's crazy, bro, how they always trying to sell us SEX, but they don't sell us the back end of it. What happens when you have a guy like him, the Morgan State alumni? That's what we're going to call him. What happens when the Morgan State alumni is messing with a woman like Tiana Trump? What happened when he's messing with a woman like diving a body with cold stares on her lip? She got cold blisters on her lip. What happens? They not going to tell you that part. Listen, let me tell you guys something. I'm going to be real. When I go out, when I step out, there's a lot of women that flirt with me. Do I accept? No. Why? Because at the end of the day, at my age, I realize that what sex is for. Now, I understand sometimes you got hot and heavy moments, but 9 out of 10, if I'm not procreating, if I'm not about to reproduce, I try my best and I feel good. Because like I said, nobody's perfect, but self-development is worth it. But I try my best. And when I say I try my best not to smash. And a lot of women approach, and a lot of women, they flirt, and I really try my best not to smash. And I feel good about it, because at the end of the day, when it comes to sex, it's so much that they don't tell you that's behind the scenes. I keep telling you, I make content about behind the scenes. And when it's all said and done, how many people talk about cold blisters on the lip with women? Vice versa, it could be with men too. How many people talk about these cold blisters with the lips? 9 out of 10, I don't care how bad she is. I don't care how much you want her number. I don't care how she got that cold blister. If you see the cold blister on her lip, run. You guys have to understand, like, I understand Solomon in the Bible had many wives.
He be keeping it real. Mr. Keep It Simple. If y'all ain't, hey, go check out his channel, man. He be keeping it real.
Probably knew all of his wives. You don't know these women out here on these streets. You don't know what they doing.
True.
Vice versa, the women, they don't know the men. They don't know what we doing. You feel me? So at the end of the day, we're not just going to put the figure out women. But this guy right here, this is a price of fame. This is a price of fame. And like I said, the woman, Danae Davis, she came and exposed him to the internet. And now the whole internet, his life will never be the same due to the price of fame. And when it's all said and done, I just want to say, man, like, as men, we got to really think with the big head and not with the little head. And this is a perfect example, because, see, when you think with the little head, being a porn star is fun. It's like, oh, man, every day we get to make out with a new chick. This man said he got 3,000 bodies. Now, I understand people get on social media. They say things for shock value. But this man literally said he got 3,000 bodies. You guys have to understand, like, he said that because he thought it was cool. He said that because he thought it was litty. He said that because he thought, listen, I'm that guy. I'm that dude. Let me tell you guys something. The day men realize you
It's
being
all
that guy
fun and
has
games
nothing.
until something you catch something though. You know what I'm saying? It's all fun and games. Something goes bad. Then now what?
Nothing to do with women is the day a lot of guys gonna realize I'm that guy. And society, they tell us otherwise. They tell us behind every good man is a good woman. Yeah, that's true if you have a family, if you're married, but suppose you're not married, suppose you're single. Does that statement hold weight? Behind every good man is God. Listen, keep it simple. Can you say that again? Behind every good man is God. That's why we live our best and strive our best to be righteous, no matter if we live in the year 2024 where booty is falling out from the iPhone, the booty is just popping out through 3D, through the Android. You can still be strong in the year 2024.
Yeah.
You can still be of good courage in the year 2024. I understand it's hard, but I mean, it can be done once you understand the behind the scenes. Everybody put BTS, behind the scenes, because behind the scenes, you don't know who you're talking to. You don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, you might meet a woman, she was 25. That's cool. But she might have started jumping off since middle school. You know what I mean? Like, so at the end of the day, her being 25 might be a crazy 25 if she was jumping off starting at 13. You don't know. So take your time. TYT, take your time. That's all I can say. Because when it's all said and done,
take your time.
In this generation, for guys that's making out with women, it's more like an ego thing. Oh, I hit that, or I smashed that. But what did you get out of that? For this guy right here, like I said, we're not going to call it.
This possible. Uh-oh, Steph back at it again. What is he about to do now? Because starting off with the underhand floater to the sky is crazy. Okay. Splash. It looked like every time he make a shot, he moving backwards. Like, it ain't even effortless. It's effortless, respectfully. Like, look at this guy. This not even muscle memory.
He talking about effortless. What? He just gave him his own little saying, his own little word.
I don't know what this is, bro. Nobody should be able to shoot this good. Like,
that's crazy.
He know exactly the touch. He know the power. He know exactly how to shoot it every single time. He's not missing. He had half court splashing it. He ain't missed one. Oh, hold on now. Don't tell me he about to go forward with it. Oh my God, he's about to go forward with it, bro. And he's not gonna miss probably. He's probably not gonna miss. This is crazy, bro. Nobody should be this good of a shooter, respectfully. And to finish it off, floater to the sky. Oh my God.
It's different. Shoot.
Ooh, big stretch. Get in the car. You don't have no problem in that jean jacket, huh? Get on your side. Edna Jane, you have a problem in the jean jacket. You think you fancy. Get in the car.
Bruh.
Like your dad. Puppy. Get in the car. Get on your side. Go get in your bed. Go ahead. Safety first. Ooh.
So what do you think is the best first step for a man who may be suffering through heartbreak right now?
There's this term that's been floating around in my head, unhealthy healing. And I got it from
unhealthy healing.
So for example, one day me and my dad I was probably 13.
Mm-hmm.
We were playing, so even to this day, if you look at one of my dad's like pinky finger on his right hand, I think, right or left, it won't extend all the way out. You can't move it. Because one day when we were playing basketball in the backyard, I think I was like 13, 14. I was trying to spike the ball down or something on a rebound and boom, I heard it crack. His finger broke. Pops never goes to the doctor. Pops is like, oh, it's just jammed.
Yeah.
He's minimizing his injury because he can handle the pain. He's assuming he doesn't need to address it because the pain's bearable. He's not getting assistance for it. So what ends up happening is over time, it heals, but it doesn't heal properly. It was only when it healed that he realized it was actually broken. And when he went to the doctor, he goes to her and she says, in order to fix this, I got to break it again.
So what do you think is the...
I want to shout out D Rose, man. Great career, brother. Man, it was an honor to share the floor with you, bro. You was one of the greatest to do it, man. I just want to say big up. On a 16-year career, man, you the shit, my nigga. Live on, King. Respect. Want to shout out D Rose, man. Great career, brother. Man, it was an honor to share the floor with you, bro. You was one of the greatest to do it, man. I just want to say big up on a 16-year career, man. You the shit, my nigga. Live on, King. Respect.
America, products from Walmart, Aldi,
Gotta
Trader
see,
Joe's
especially
are now part of the big meat and chicken.
I'm good. I don't.
The guy that we probably the most proud of out of Chicago is Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
You know, every time he stepped on the floor, you know, we felt like we had a chance to win.
He lived all of our dream. And then he plays for the Chicago Bulls, right?
He gave everybody around, not just the team, but the whole city, so much confidence.
And then he becomes the youngest MVP of the league at 20.
He just had a stature that was bigger than what he was. I played good against him, and I look at the box score, 40.
Never ran from no matchup, but he was all about this hoop shit.
Yo, I'll never forget, we was in LA, we just got done playing the Lakers. Bean just looked at him, you a bad
from code.
That give me the chills, and he wasn't even talking to me.
When D Rose walk into the room, it's like, you know, theme music be playing. You know? I mean, so the guy that we...
That boy's different.
And I know you had your own career and stuff.
Going to explain exactly what's going to take place. There's going to be a global blackout due to a massive solar flare that's going to take place. If you have noticed, we've been getting back-to-back solar flares on a consistent basis, sometimes even for a day. Massive solar flare is going to cause anything that utilizes electricity to malfunction. It's referred to as a CME or coronal mass ejection. CMEs can actually have the same effect as EMPs, which is electromagnetic pulse. This global blackout take place, this is when our telepathic ability is actually going to begin to settle in. Alright, the ones that are chosen, the ones that are elected, the ones that are aware, those that are enlightened, are actually going to be aware of what's actually happening. And what's going to happen is a channel is going to turn on. And we are going to be able to telepathically sync into this channel. We're going to be simultaneously hearing each other's thoughts. Characters like Professor Xavier are actually predicated off these abilities, alright? We actually were telepathic in the past. We didn't have to communicate verbally. And we are going to revert back to that once this technology malfunctions. We're going to revert back to nature. What's going to actually transpire is the ionized particles are going to hit us, and it's going to actually give us more access to the light photon spectrum. We're going to actually ascertain more ancient memories. Our dormant thoughts are going to come online. Now, speaking telepathically is just like riding a bike to us ancient, as far as our ancient memories. We just currently are in the sleep spell. But once we are reawakened, and what they call so-called quote-unquote junk DNA begins to awaken, one of the first things that we're going to actually develop is telepathy. When you hear certain individuals that claim they hear voices in their head, they're telepathic, all right? They're not schizophrenic, they're not crazy. A lot of these people in sanitariums and insane asylums are actually gifted and have abilities, all right? When they talk about the school of the gifted, that's facts. All right, a lot of these individuals that they dope up with pills and place in those insane asylums actually have real abilities. So, you know, next time you think about someone that actually hears voices, it's primarily because their electrical current, because we're all electrical beings, are actually tapping into the ethers, and they're actually picking up those frequencies. Typically, when you hear ringing in the ears, your telepathy could be turning on, and it could be actually coming through a transmission sequences of a ring. All right. Once we develop these abilities, it's no longer going to be loud, piercing, annoying rings. It's going to be in a flat-out voice, just like if you hear a voice in your own head when you think of something. Deceptive technology that they utilize in this matrix is for the sole purpose of making us forget who we are. All right, as you see that this is Ball. If you can pay attention to the illustration of the horns right here, the face, you'll see that that's Ball. And they utilize dark magic in certain geometric shapes in order to basically bend this paradigm to their will. Electrical grid system shut down, what's going to happen is we're going to no longer be distracted by our tablets, by our cell phones, by all of the devices, by the blue light radiation is going to no longer be affecting our pineal gland, and all the other deceptive electromagnetic frequencies that they utilize are going to no longer be playing in the background. Be surprised how many deceptive frequencies they utilize to keep us from ascension to the root consciousness. Endocrine system is what's required for amplification of telepathy, all right? And this is the brain, the pituitary gland, the pineal gland, the medulla oblongata, the cerebellum, the spinal cord. All of that is actually working in synergy in order for you to actually, us to tap into our telepathy. Why they utilize chemicals like atrazine, which is an herbicide designed to basically be what's called an endocrine disruptor. This has adverse effects on your endocrine system. Macaroot is great for the endocrine system, all right? I use black macaroot every single day, all right? I have the black macaroot. I consume it every single day. This is available on Holistic Remedies for Ascension, link in bio. Macaroot is not only beneficial for decalcifying and activating the pineal gland, but it's also great for the libido. Macaroot has been known to substantially improve sexual function. So recommend Ayurvedic herbs such as lion's mane, aka Hericium erinaceus, Haritaki, as well as Ginkgo biloba. All right, these three are phenomenal for decalcifying as well as activating the pineal gland. Also, ormus. Ormus is another elixir that would substantially begin to amplify your telepathy. All right, and these are the herbs that you need to start utilizing. All right, on a consistent basis.
A lot of you. At least I like to something.
Like, how do, like, I'm just questioning, like, how does she sleep like that? You know, I really hope she's taking all that stuff off. That's crazy. Like, she really get up in the morning and put all the rings on her head. It's crazy, bro. People really do this to themselves, man.
Climbing shelves for it, huh, man? Yeah.
I know.
That's determination, isn't it? You're going to get that bottle, huh?
Yeah, these little ones.
Yeah.
They're easier.
Get that bottle,
They're easier to smuggle into parties and stuff. People won't know. Pour it in your soda bottle real quick. You want me to help you out there?
Yes.
I don't want you to get hurt. Normally, I don't contribute to buying toxins and stuff, but I don't want to see you get hurt.
You don't want to see
How many more do
break
you?
your neck.
No, I don't.
I'll take all the pink ones.
Oh, okay.
All
of them, huh?
Yeah.
Man, what time is it?
Ah. I don't like to go to the grocery.
Yeah, in case the world ends, then you'll be all stocked up.
There you go.
Yeah. I tell you what, I am 9 years sober in December.
Oh, that's great.
December 10th to be exact. So I just wander around, try to plant little seeds.
Well, thank you.
Help people that might be struggling with it.
Oh, I'm not. I'm 70 years old.
Yeah, they be lying. She said, oh, I'm not. And he said, Mima is definitely struggling with it.
Well,
Okay.
I think I deserve it.
Yeah.
I have a couple of these if I want.
So once you hit...
I mean, it's her life, you know? Shoot.
A certain age, you just can't be struggling, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I do have a program, not to push. That's a 6-week boot camp. I actually have a coupon for half off.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
No more pink.
You got any more, Bob? You want me to see if there's any more pink for you, Bob?
No, just give me a couple of the other ones.
These ones?
Yeah.
All right. How many, Mimo?
4.
Okay.
No, that's fine. That's what my kids call me.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. My great grandkids.
Okay.
Okay.
You go tanning?
Huh?
Do you go tanning?
Me? No.
Oh, okay. You just got a nice color like me.
Thank you. I've had skin cancer, so no, I wish I could.
Really?
But I
Well, you
can't.
have nice skin.
Thank you.
Hope I'm not being inappropriate.
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
You're like one of my grandkids.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well,
you.
I do love you.
Well, thank you.
And
thank you for helping me.
yeah, if I'm being honest, probably falling for you. Probably falling in love with you.
Oh, good
Tell you the
grief.
truth.
I'm old enough for your grandma.
Oh, okay. Well, take care of me, Mo.
You as well.
He's a owner to give me grandma. Hold on.
If that guy would get out your way there. Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Grabbing some booze? Yeah, I'm actually sober. I just kind of hang out, try to plant seeds, help people that might be struggling with it. Yeah. Not saying that you are, but if you are, I'm here. We can talk. I got all day. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I should say unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm rich, so I hired a babysitter so I can go out and do what I want. Yeah. I could get your kids in there too. Yeah. I'd pay for a couple sessions for you if you want to hang out, and I can try to get you off the booze there. 9 years sober in December.
That is fantastic.
Yeah. You're doing okay with it, though?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
This is for my husband, so.
You know what? That's crazy you said. I used to say that, too. I did. And I didn't even have a husband, ma'am. I was just trying to throw people off. I didn't want them to know. You know, I was ashamed of it. Yeah. I actually run a program, a 6-week boot camp.
Yeah.
And I get people off of it. I actually have a coupon for half off. Yeah. If you can find the time.
I'm great.
No pressure, though.
No, I appreciate
Yeah. If I'm invading your space at any point in time, ask me to leave.
No, you're fine.
Okay. I know the locks and the tattoos and stuff.
I am not turned away from that.
Oh, okay. You like that kind of thing. Because I mean, I am married. I do have a wife, but I could swing it for sure.
The fleas are placed inside the jar, and the lid is then sealed.
I've seen this video so many times, but check it out.
They are left undisturbed for 3 days. Then, when the jar is opened, the fleas will not jump out. In fact, the fleas will never jump higher than the level set by the lid. Their behavior is now set for the rest of their lives.
That's crazy, man.
And, when these fleas reproduce, their offspring will automatically follow their example.
You know what's
The fleas are
crazy
placed
about this though? Like, this is how people are too. Like, people get stuck in their own like environment, in their own head, you know. That's crazy. They don't even know what's around them. Like, that's why you gotta we gotta travel. I think that's the best thing for people, man. You gotta travel the world, see what it's about for real, man. Traveling is like much needed, man. You can't stay in the same spot forever, man. You know. That's real though. Like we didn't come to this earth just to, be in the same spot forever. We gotta travel this planet, man. So much stuff we haven't seen, you guys haven't seen, It's crazy, man. And then there's some of the offspring. I'm done talking, but that's crazy, though. Man.
These people don't even know this. And they're going to talk about Kemet 2,000 years ago, talk about Jesus, Muhammad, etc. They're not even up on what's happening today. Even like when we're talking, they say, speaking of Morocco, the Morocco over there, you're standing on Morocco. That's our biggest problem.
Is that a belief? Is that a belief to say that we're actually standing on Morocco,
Yes,
right?
that's fact.
On what basis of fact do you have? I'm not here to debate you, but I'm not clear about that, right? What basis of fact do you have to say that using that word base, right?
What word base?
Of Morocco. Morocco is.
You got to understand etymology now. Explain
Right.
to what etymology
Explain to me. Well,
all right.
explain to the listeners,
No,
not
no,
to me,
all right, all right.
because to say that this is Morocco seems to
I
me
know what you're saying.
belief more than anything else.
Well, I can understand what you're saying. Just like if you say to a child, 2 and 2 is 4, and the child says, it seems to me that that's belief. The same thing with people that are not scholars. Now, let me give you a signal. Our people, half of our so-called leaders are COINTELPRO operatives, which means they're paid off to keep promoting this black thing and to disgrace this information rather than really raise people. That's number one. First signal of a COINTELPRO operative. Number two, I suggest if you want to know, write to the Library of Congress. Deal with Clocks of Destiny 1 and 2 with the certificates and get the information from the Library of Congress on Morocco here, etc. And then we can talk.
And this
because yes, exactly. That's why it's registered in the Library of Congress. Why is it registered in the Library of Congress? Because everybody knows that our people claim to be scholars know this information. But what they do, rather than actually raise the people, they actually try to create what you call schismata, divisions, arguments, no unity, They claim unity and do everything to the contrary without scholarship. If you ask them anything about unum sanctum, dum diversus, Romanus Pontifex, the doctrine of discovery, the policies that are actually operating in every institution here that function against our people, they have no knowledge, but they're going to tell you about Africa. These people don't even know this, and they're going to talk about Kemet.
The moment you learn, and I mean really understand, that energy can always be transmuted and used to your benefit and your advantage, you won't give a fuck about who is monitoring you. You will not give a fuck about what people think of you or what people say about you, because they're literally filling your meter. I know some people are into that return to sender thing, not me. I'm like, oh no, send it my way. Send it my way, please, because I'm gonna transmute it and I'm gonna use that. There's a reason why when multiple people are focusing on one thing, it manifests more quickly. Thought energy. And if you don't understand thought energy is the reason why when you step into a room with absolutely no context of what happened, you can kind of pick up on the vibe and the collective energy of the space. It's the reason why you can sit next to someone and without them saying a word, you can get an idea of the mood they're in. I know the people that monitor me. I know the things they say. I know, and I use it to my advantage every single time. Before it even gets to me, I've alchemized it. Any energy sent in my direction, whether spoken or in thought form, I transmute it and I use it to my advantage. It only makes me shine brighter. It makes me more creative. It gives me more to give because you are literally giving me your energy. Thank you. The moment you learn, and I mean,
you got a point. You got a point. But if it's negative, positive, you know, it's always gonna be transmuted into something great. Now, you know, especially if you know how to transmute that energy correctly. You know, that's dope, man. That's dope that we can even transmit it. You could take it as like somebody saying something bad, and you could take it and just like fight fire with fire. You know, and make the fire bigger, or you could just like take that and be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take that. And I'm gonna use that to go harder on whatever you're doing, you know? That's how you gotta look at stuff though, for real. That's smart. That's my bad. I'm really over here watching them carry refrigerator upstairs. But that's smart. How they carrying it. Good job, bro.
Considered a child prodigy in electronics. My entire life has been devoted to the study of the effects of electromagnetic energies on the human mind. When I was 13 years old, I invented a device that transmits sound to the human brain using electromagnetic waves. So this is my field. I've been studying this field for over 40 years. And HAARP scares me because I know what it can do. I know that HAARP can be used to control the human mind. Considered a child prodigy in electronics. My entire life has been devoted to the study.
In the Bible where you see the word God, that's a mistranslation by accident on purpose. The original word is gods with an S. It's always with an S. when you back engineer the actual word, the translations, you find out it's gods, not God singular. Elohim is also a plural term. It's not a singular term. Yahweh is actually Enlil from the Sumerian cuneiform text. He's Enlil. It becomes Yahweh in the biblical text. All these correlations between the different ancient characters from the Sumerian text end up in the biblical text, and you find out in the book of Deuteronomy that these gods are fighting each other over resources and people. Anyone who reads the book of Deuteronomy begins to realize this probably isn't the creator of the universe. In the Bible, where you see the word God, that's a...
This is a dried parasitic insect that you eat every day. Well, how is that possible? Well, watch closely. If I crush a small pile of these insects, scoop them up, and pour them into a vial of warm water, the water turns a deep red. This is used as a red dye under the names cochineal extract, natural red 4, E120, and carmine color. Carmine color is listed in the ingredients of this candy. So, this candy gets its color from crushed up parasitic insects. Guess which of these products have parasitic insects in them?
All of them.
They all do. This is a...
I know so many of y'all got that right too. I know y'all do it. I know y'all saying all of them. For real. Everything messed up, jacked up, man. For real.
17. You don't know me, son. Get it. 18. You don't know me, son. Get it. 19. You don't know me, son.
So we're literally living on two different planets right now. One where people are living hell and one where people are living heaven. And the bridge between that is the decisions that you're making for and of yourself. Now, this is the first time in human history that Earth has been split this way because the chosen are back. And we're actually doing the work. In multiple lifetimes, we have succumbed to ego and hardship and the illusion. But not this time. And it's a blessing that I could share this so candidly because there's a time where people like us couldn't speak up and couldn't share. But this is your reminder that you're doing a damn good job. And it's also your reminder to keep choosing you because I've had to make decisions that have crushed me. But then within a week's time, I realized in divine timing why I had to do it. And there's something about safety as well. For me, I've lived a reality where I haven't been safe or have been protected, but it's in me doing it for myself that now nothing can harm me. Sorry, my cat's going crazy. So yeah, if you feel like giving up or if you feel like there's no tomorrow, there is a tomorrow. And it's bright and it's beautiful and there's real people out here living happy lives. It's real. So all my trailblazers, all my freaks, all my psychics, all my people who have gifts that they've been ashamed of having, all my kind, sweet people, you are seen. And you can thrive because that timeline has already been created by people like me, by my mentors, by real people who just want the best for Mother Earth. I never said it's going to be easy, but just know that it exists. And that you could tap into it at any time. I love you. So we're literally living.
What happens to people who unalive themselves? My name is Christina and I speak to those who have crossed over. A death from unaliving is always the choice of...
That's like, I feel like people that do that, like, I feel so bad for them that they even, you know, went through with that, you know. But life is a gift, man. Don't ever, man. I don't care how hard life gets, man. You gotta like at least be appreciative to like being able to like see, feel, smell, walk. Some people can't walk. You gotta, you know. I know it's cliche, but it's like it's real. You gotta really appreciate life is a gift. You know, we don't know. You really don't know what's after life for real. Really don't. Even though people say they, you know, like it's a spiritual realm and all that, we really don't know though. until you really go through it. But we gotta cherish this life, man. For real. Have to. Life is a gift, man.
Free will and was never pre-planned or predetermined. Therefore, not only does unaliving ruin the soul's plan that it had for its earth journey, but it also ruins the plan of others involved in their life as well. When a soul who unalives themselves crosses over, they instantly feel great sadness and regret at the decision that they made because they saw what their life could have been had they not made this decision. They don't go to hell or purgatory because there is no such place in the afterlife. However, they are greeted by a team of spiritual helpers who help them with their issues that caused them to make this decision in the first place. They are always greeted with great love and compassion. They also do eventually meet up with their loved ones. It's also said that if a soul unalives itself, in the next incarnation they're going to have to deal with the same exact situation that they had to in this life that they weren't able to overcome. This is why unaliving is never the easy way out or the correct decision for anyone. What happens to people?
I don't want you all to think that at 30 years old, that's the end of the gym, that's the end of your fitness journey. No, the human body needs to stay fit. We got sisters in Africa, 60, 70 years old, can still walk miles with baskets on their head, okay? We here in America get really, really, really lazy, and that's what happens. We lose it. I love staying fit. It makes me feel youthful. As a matter of fact, check this out. I don't know what 72 is supposed to feel like, because I still feel like I'm 40. I don't want...
Get your mouth feel like this. I still feel like I'm 40.
Open up the door, can you?
Hello, Earth. Hello, Earth. I'm Alec Baldwin, TV star. You know, they say TV will rot your brain. That's absurd. TV only softens the brain like a ripe banana to take it all the way. We've created Hulu. Hulu beams TV directly to your portable computing devices, giving you more of the cerebral gelatinizing shows you want anytime, anywhere, for free.
I only act out because I want your love. Dynamite!
Mushy mush. And the best part is there's nothing you can do to stop it. I mean, what are you going to do, turn off your TV and your computer? Once your brains are reduced to a cottage cheese like mush, we'll scoop them out with a melon bowler and gobble them right on up. Oops. I think I'm drooling a little. Because we're aliens. And that's how we roll. Hulu, an evil plot to destroy the world. Enjoy. Keep watching.
Shit is about, man, learning how to build things and do things. You can't, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get out of that. You know, they made, like, America made, I don't want to say it like that, but, you know, it's making us not be creative no more, like the internet and all that. Like, ain't nobody doing like stuff like this, man. Ain't nobody really building their own stuff. So I think that's a good thing. You definitely should learn, you know.
Normally, there are 3 lines in the hands. If you look at your hand and under mine, if you look under my fingers, that's the heart line. That deals with the mental affections of the person, okay? And normally it starts with, see, there's a place where it starts and there's a place where it ends. Now, the one line that most people start with, and I'll use my hand as an example, is around here, going around the ball of the thumb, is called the lifeline. That denotes the vitality of the person, or how well they've kept their digestive tract in shape, all right? And normally it will go all the way around and off sometimes to the curve, okay? So for example, so that's the vitality. That line in the center, that's the headline. That to me is the most important line to look for. So I don't care how attractive you look. That's why Napoleon says the face may deceive, but the hand never, because if that line is any out of its normal track, it tells me that the person in front of me is not normal mentally. That's why they call it the headline, the one in the center. So there are 2 ways where it goes. Each of the lines have a place where they start, and each of the lines have a place where they end. And that's the most important thing. Anything other than that, I don't get accusatory, but I'll just say that's not normal. Then I'll leave well enough alone while I'm ahead. You see what I'm saying? So there's all kind of ways you do this. So the headline represents the mentality of the person in front of you, okay? If it's going slightly straight, it means a head for business. If it's curving downward, it means a love toward the arts. So have a person's where both the headline and the heart line starts off as one, okay? And then as the person grows, then they begin to shape their own individuality. Your headline is separate, widely separate from your lifeline. So it tells me you came out the gate of life already with a mind of your own. That's what that tells me. Yeah, Mom, Dad, I love you, but I got this. That's what that says, okay? And so sometimes it's when lines are widely separated like that, it means you're independent, always have your own mind, your own way of thinking, and things of that nature. But if your headline, the rule of thumb, it should be slightly spaced. See, if you look at mine, I got a slight space. You got a wide space. So I know trying to tell you something to do, there has been some resistance. Normally, there are 3 lines in.
That was dope. Now, I ain't never knew this had a real meaning to it, but I mean, why would, God, just give us something and that, everything has it like meaning to it, or what it works for, That's dope though, man. It's pretty cool.
Would you do this again?
No. No, I wouldn't do it under scrutiny of the camera. I'd only do it if I was in a crisis and I really needed guidance, but not under the duress of someone watching you and asking you questions. You would like it to be much more of something that you do out in the woods or something with someone close to you, but not in front of a camera.
These Democrats, and I'm sorry to say this, I'm not trying to be racist, but they hate black people. These are the same people who fought to keep slavery in. These are the same people who built the KKK. These are the same people who hated us from the beginning. The Republican Party is the party of the blacks. Blacks free, the Republican Party is the only party that the black people actually assisted in finding. But all of that history has been torn away. People say, oh, there was this big switch. There was never a big switch. There was never a big switch. So the same Democrats who hated black people from the beginning are the same ones who hate us now. And they use our cause. How did Black Lives Matter turn into something about LGBTQ? When blacks really don't support that. We're conservative. We're really not about that. Not only that, we don't support abortion. We're about working. This is the black culture. Not only that, we're not about feminism. No, we're not. Black women marry their husbands and respect their husbands. That's what we on. We're not on this, oh, I do what I want. We don't do that. That's not these Democrats, and I'm sorry to say this, I'm not trying to be racist, but they hate black.
You ever heard of quantum physics?
Yes. I don't know what they are.
Albert Einstein, have you heard of him?
Yeah.
Yeah. He started to look into really small things like atoms, subatomic particles, waveforms. And it began to look like classical physics didn't apply anymore, which is mysterious. It's not predictable in ways we currently understand. For example, the same thing can be in two different states at the same time. You could have a particle, for instance, the exact same particle. There's a world in which that particle is black and a world in which that particle is white. And there's a kind of point of liminal space between those worlds where the particle is black and white at the same time. And they don't seem to want to decide which state they'll be until someone looks at them.
That's nuts.
Well, that's nuts. You ever heard of
So Fortnite just made a new NPC where you can literally sell your soul. And now they showing you doing some type of... And after you make the deal with the demon-looking creature, he now gives you something. I'm not gonna lie to you. For that to be in the game, that's absolutely diabolical. And the crazy part about it is it's in our face now. And just imagine how many kids is playing this. Whole time, everybody think it's shake that ass time when it's really not. Just imagine how many gullible mods is gonna think this is cool. I do this in my favorite video game. And then want to, demonstrate the video game in real life. For example, how kids want to be Spider-Man, they walk around throwing little webs like this. Yeah, we don't need them trying to reenact nothing like this. So personally, you won't catch me playing Fortnite no time soon. Because it's getting real in the field for real. Y'all let me know in the comments, was I over-exaggerating? Or is these videos...
Sponge on a stick was used as toilet paper in ancient Rome. Now this thing was communal and stored in public restrooms where many people would share it. After use, the sponge was supposed to be dipped in a bucket filled with salt water or vinegar to clean it.
My bad. I hope nobody eating right now watching this. I'm skipping it.
Hey, Albert, do police have money?
Yeah. Real police is the outside don't get money.
Who get money?
Huh?
Who get money?
Gangsters.
Hey, Albert, do police have money?
Yeah.
This is my house, bro. I have a fuzzy carpet and a couch and a bed and a window. Still more to do. I don't have any running water.
We need to start learning how to build, man. For real. To all of them, we need to just learn how to start building some stuff. And we gotta live there. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just to start something. I'm about to start somewhere, man. For real. I want to build me some. Shoot, I'm gonna do it. Or start my own. You trying to teach people how to build their own stuff, man. For real, cause like we need to know this stuff, man. Cause we gotta progress, man. We gotta, life is changing, man, for the better. And we want to keep paying these high bills, This is
don't shower.
Cool, man.
That's my bathroom. I have a truck and 2 ATVs. This is my cameraman and that is his house. I'm turning this crack house into a crack home with my dog Minion. The leaves are falling, bro. Winter is right around the corner. I'm deep in Appalachia for the first time ever and I got no idea what to expect, but I got these nice warm pants with this wool liner. When I get a heavy rain, this creek will flow like so, and I'm not a pro, so I don't know where my kitchen will go. Buck and also are 100 pounds, 10.5 months old, and eat raw beef and eggs every day. Me and Jesse eat burgers, eggs, and potatoes that we keep the ingredients for in this fridge that's powered by this power bank that's powered by the solar panel. And the solar panel, that thing's powered by that bright fucker up there. This is my house, bro. I have a...
We done caught your fat ass. I got you. 4:30 in the morning coming out there to get that motherfucking DoorDash, you fat nasty. We done caught your
your feet while you're in the shower. So not just taking a shower, but should you specifically go down to your feet, get down there and wash them?
Oh, no.
This is an ongoing debate. No. We still don't even have our votes in for this one because people are still
okay,
voting.
Here's the thing. So bending over to wash your feet?
Yes.
Okay, I just feel like everything's rolling on down that way anyway.
I mean,
I agree. Clean
I agree
100%.
100%. But may I ask you, do you bend down there to shave your legs?
Yeah. Well, no, I put my leg up on the landing.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta differ with you ladies. I'm down there scrubbing in between the toes. Like
wait, you are?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot happening down there. It's just like
somebody posted a map of where people wash, and
yes,
it's always the same places.
Where?
Here,
armpits,
here, and your feet.
And
your feet.
Do you don't even?
Crazy?
I have a question. Do you even go below the knee when you're washing?
No.
Wow, I'm learning a lot today.
But water splashes there, and I shave my legs almost every day.
A little soap, a little scrub. I don't know.
Just because you don't have the symptoms does not mean that things aren't getting worse. All it is turning off the check engine light. And if you turn the check engine light off of your car, and the check engine light is saying that it's time for an oil change, it does not mean that you don't need an oil change anymore just because you turned the light off. You still need an oil change. So it's the same thing with our body. Just because you're turning the symptoms off does not mean that just because you took, Mucinex to make the mucus go away, does not mean that you no longer have mucus in your body. It doesn't mean that you don't have an infection still in your body. All it means is that you don't get to see the symptoms anymore. You turn the check engine light off. Just because you don't have the symptoms does not mean that things aren't getting worse. All it is turning off the check engine light. And if you turn the check engine light off of your car, and the check engine light is saying that it's time for an oil change, it does not mean that you don't need an oil change anymore just because you turned the light off. You still need an oil change. So it's the same thing with our body. Just because you're turning the symptoms off does not mean that just because
How much they say them bitches was again? Yeah, I know this motherfucker ready to down. Yup, shoot. Yup, cut, rob. Yup, Granny wanna smoke with you. Go smoke with my fucking grandma. Now come to the fucking store with me. Let me show you how to box, nigga. We doing yoga, dance. That bitch know how to dick and steal. I love that part. Oh, that's perfect.
He said, I love that part.
Yup, fix my fucking car, nigga. Tell you how much they say them bitches was again?
He said, still, I love that part. Imagine, hey, go rob Walmart for me real quick. He just sneak it in there, seal it up real quick, boom, out of there. Hey, that's a good way though to get you some free food, huh? Shoot.
So if you're a fan of Chinese food, then I'm sure you're familiar with General Tao sauce. It's my absolute favorite. It's sweet, sticky, and tangy all at the same time. And it's great for dishes like the one I'm making today. And of course, I make it with no oil and no refined sugar. You'll absolutely love this. So save the recipe and make your own.
When you smoke a cigarette, the nicotine travels into your lungs and is absorbed into your bloodstream. But when you apply a nicotine patch, it actually releases nicotine through your skin, where it's absorbed into your bloodstream. It quickly travels to your brain, where it binds to nicotinic receptors, reducing cravings and withdrawal symptoms. After 24 hours, the patch runs out, and you just peel it off and add a new one. When you smoke a cigarette, the nicotine travels into your...
We have to give the big bag of bread.
How many of y'all went to go get that Casanat burger, man? Don't do it. I've been thinking about it. I'm like, that burger do kind of look good. Don't do it. Don't give in. You don't need that. I don't need it either. Don't do it, man. You see how they promoting it though? He even got John Cena promoting it. It's that deep. That's crazy. Something in that burger or something. Don't eat that stuff, y'all. For real. It's not it.
Come on in, man. Come on in.
He's just all in his house. Dang. What? That's a good one. Oh man. They all hungry, huh? What are we with at? In the woods? That's cool though. That's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie.
I never see any ear like this. This is a real ear. Thai ear. A real lax this. Which part, Steven? Steven, touch that, man. Touch that. Real ear.
Somebody call him the final boss.
Yeah, bitch, somebody said T-Pain ain't got what? Yeah, he still got it. That little crazy ass move, you remember? Yeah, he still know how to dance. Y'all be running around this bitch trying to cancel niggas. He ain't gonna never get canceled. Nah. And he got hard ass songs. And he know how to... See, when you got talent, you ain't got to worry about a motherfucker that don't got no talent. You ain't got to worry about they motherfucking ass. They just gonna run they fucking mouth while you up there, hit it, Pain, Yeah, bitch, somebody said T-Pain ain't got what? Yeah.
Why is he dancing like this, bro? Nah, he is childish. Oh my
He still got it. That little crazy ass move, you remember?
That is too funny, bro.
It all starts, number one, with changing your diet. Getting the right nutrients within your body. Here I have a coconut, which is fantastic. It's bursting full of lauric acid, which boosts the immune system. Also, the coconut oil stimulates hair growth. It gets deep within the hair follicles. Also, walnuts contain biotin, which helps the cells and protects them from DNA damage. And bananas, B12. Also have spinach, Popeye, full of iron, full of vitamin C. And vitamin C is one of the biggest factors in improving the circulation towards the scalp.
When you crack your neck, it forces your joints to move, which can sometimes cause small air bubbles in the fluid to burst, creating that popping sound. But if you twist your neck too forcefully, you might tear the lining of a blood vessel. In rare cases, this tear can lead to a blood clot forming, which might then travel to your brain. Once there, the clot might block blood flow and could cause a stroke. When you crack your neck, it forces your joints to...
This is why you don't, you shouldn't crack your neck. You don't, it's not really a bone you should crack. Just leave that stuff alone. How cracking your neck can kill you, basically. Yeah, I'm good.
So a lot of people may look at my story and be like, man, he's the biggest what if, blah, blah, blah. You right. What if I didn't get injured? What? I wouldn't have found myself. I still would have been a part of the fucking circus, bro. So a lot of people may look.
Did y'all hear that? He said, yeah, you're right. What if I still be part of the circus? That's true, though. Like, he knew. This is all entertainment. That's all it is. A distraction. Like, it's a grown man. 6'8", 6, like, what? Y'all put on a ball and a hoop. Anybody could do that. Get out of here, man. It's bullcrap, man. It's a way for them to entertain us. That's it. But I'm glad Derrick Rose know.
Sabrina Carpenter has experienced one of the fastest rises to fame we have seen in recent years. This left a lot of people questioning, how did this happen? So I did some digging and this is what I found. Her career actually started with Disney. She landed a major role in 2014 on Girl Meets World. This gave her a fan base, but it was really only the beginning of her rise to fame. She transitioned into the music industry and had massive success, but she did a couple things that raised some controversy. Filming a music video in a church, and if you've seen the music video, you know what I'm talking about. And her response, we got permission from the church, and remember, Jesus was a carpenter. She recently made the headlines again as she kissed an alien on the VMAs during her performance. And did you know her aunt is the famous voice of Bart Simpson, Nancy Cartwright, and she is a long-standing member of the Church of Scientology. She is also listed as a mega donor. There's no evidence that Sabrina shares her aunt's affiliation, but it's just interesting. Sabrina
I could see through the wall. It's not like a hallucination. It has spatial awareness and permanence. I don't know. Whoa.
For centuries, mankind has attempted to explore these psychedelic, altered states, but we've never had a repeatable, testable phenomenon to observe until now.
Wow. I'm obsessed. It's like you can see through the laser into another dimension.
I mean, like, take yourself to that. Like, I just made a connection that nobody made before, which is a simple connection. The claim is, if you project a diffracted laser on the surface and you smoke DMT, you will see code running in surfaces. Yes, like in the Matrix. So there are a few possibilities. One, I lost my mind, which is the coolest losing your mind ever in history. The second option is that this is the biggest discovery of humankind. If anybody ever asked themselves what it would be like to know you live in the Matrix for sure, well, I know for sure. I'm convinced. So where do we go from here? All I know is it's about to get crazy.
Thank you.
10 minutes. Let me see the product. Is that me? No, it's nice. It's so nice. Oh, I've never looked better. Ooh, where were you? Where were you when it was time for senior photos?
Mommy, I don't think it looks good.
It is fantastic! Oh my God, what's that? Is that hyperpigmentation?
What?
Just tell me. Okay. You know what? I've never seen nothing like this before. I just want you to just keep it up, okay?
Why was Daddy laughing?
Daddy don't know what he's doing anyway. That's how you say that's a great drawing in French. 10 minutes. Let me see the.
Yo, they're dead laughing. Oh my goodness, man. They is wrong for that, man. They gotta be honest, you know? Sometimes you gotta be honest with your kids, man. Like, no, we ain't got it right now, you know? You gotta be honest for real. You can't always be saying yes. And that's just like, you gotta be real. Like, you know?
What the hell? What the hell?
Stop.
What the hell?
Like it?
How do they be knowing though? How do they know? Which one is real and is the right? You know what it is? It's the one that's trying the hardest. That's what it is. He's like, that ain't my day.
Oh. This is your mom, yes. Mommy.
That's crazy. That's interesting.
About alchemical sexual alchemy. There's 33 vertebrates in your spine. There's 33 years in the life of Jesus.
Christ, yeah.
So this substance comes from your medulla, makes the trip down your spine to your sacrum, which is Christ coming down into human form.
Yeah.
And if you don't squander that essence, that sexual essence, it ascends again and goes back up to heaven, which is your thing. It's also the story of Santa Claus. Why he comes down the chimney is because this juice or this whatever substance actually passes what's called the claustrum, which is where they got Santa Claus. So it goes down the chimney and back up the chimney.
A lot of you have been watching and enjoying some of the incredible harvests that we've been getting from our garden this year, and many of you wanted to know, what do we use for fertilizer? And the answer to that is nothing. Here, let me show you. You always see the largest plant growth out in nature. You also see the greenest and the healthiest. Now, how often do you think someone is coming out here and fertilizing all of this? I'll go ahead and answer that for you. Never. Yet year after year, decade after decade, millennia after millennia, it grows right back. And if we take a peek inside, we can see why. The ground is covered in organic matter. Leaves, twigs, other woody material. They provide food for the microbes that are in the soil, and the microbes break them down and create healthy soil. The microbes will stick around because they got free dinner, but what's a good dinner without a real good dessert afterwards? So the trees and other plants will photosynthesize, which creates sugars, and then they'll send those sugars out into the soil through their roots. And the microbes will stick around and swarm down to the plant's roots, because who doesn't love sweets? And in exchange, those microbes will give the tree nutrients. Now, some people love lemon pound cake. Some people love brownies. Some people love chocolate chip cookies. It's a lot of different type of desserts out there. Well, microbes are the same way. And different microbes will supply different nutrients to the plant. So let's pretend our friend Maple here really needs some iron. She knows that there's a microbe down there that can supply her some iron. Now she also knows that the microbe that can supply her some iron also loves a good apple Danish. Our good friend Maple here is going to cook up a delicious apple Danish and send it right on down into the soil through her roots. And guess who finna show up? Apple Danish loving microbe, his mama, his brother, his sister, his daddy, his fourth, fifth, sixth cut. Everybody who loved them apple Danishes, they pulling up. And guess what they bringing with them? You guessed it, iron. Our good friend Maple here says thank you and pulls it right on up. Now, obviously, it's a lot more technical than that, but you get the point. It's like that for every single nutrient that your plant needs. So we just mimic what creation does. We take leaves and other woody materials, like these leaves falling from the trees and this pile of wood chips here, and then we simply lay it on top of our soil. And we've just created the same conditions in our garden, i.e., no need to fertilize. Hope that helps. Peace. A lot of you have been watching and
Your tongue is actually a wand. Every word you speak casts a spell on your reality. Your tongue holds the power to create and to destroy. Just like a wand, it channels your energy into the world. Speak with intention, because what you say shapes your destiny. Speak blessings and watch your life be filled with magic. The power of manifestation begins with the spells you cast every day. Hundreds of thousands of people use InnerTune every day to amplify this power, to fill their minds with affirmations that guide their words and shape their world. Imagine having the right spells always at your fingertips. With InnerTune, you can harness this power to create the life you've always dreamed of. Download InnerTune for free today and let words become the spells that change your world. Your
All right, here we go. We got the James Harden top 5 negative aura moments. I can't lie, I forgot how many funny moments he has. At number 5, we got him kicking it out to Kawhi and then proceeding to close out like they're not teammates. I promise you, if I was the coach, he would not see the court again for the rest of the game. At number 4, we got him zoning all the way out and forgetting that you have to pick up the ball if it's still in play. I'm not gonna lie, this is borderline point shaving to me. Cause how do you just give the other team free points like this? At number 3, we got him jumping up off the bench in the middle of the play to play defense. I really don't know if I should be more mad at him or the coach for this, but this is actually crazy. You really just don't see stuff like this every day. At number 2, we got him getting his shot blocked at the buzzer and then getting so mad he slams the ball in his own face. And yes, I would have reacted the exact same way Josh Hart did. And the worst thing about this is whatever you're so mad about, you can't even be mad anymore because now you just look dumb after hitting yourself in the face. And at number 1, he's getting hit in the head again, but this time it's not his own doing. This is what happens when Giannis don't like you. That was a 100-mile-per-hour fastball right to the dome. And then as soon as he gets up, the team scores. Right here.
Bro, why did he say He laughing at his own self. Man, how did he get hit like that? Oh my god. Yo, that was a purpose hit. Look at James right. He just meant to do that. Like, look at James Harden. Let me hit him real quick. Nah, that is
Here we go. We got the James Harden.
That is too funny, man.
Would you like to order a giant box full of pizza skulls?
I finally found out how to make them at home. Come here. I don't think you guys understand. These pizza skulls from this specific place, fantastic, amazing. I used to order so much, they literally told me to, quote, chill out. But the thing is, I realized not everybody has a Barry's Pizza where they live at, so I found out how to make them exactly the same at home. Now, these are the pizza skulls from Barry's Pizza, which I'm just now realizing to put olives on the back, which we could talk about that later. But either way, I did some research and found a pan that you can use to make the skull pizzas. It's called a We Bake Skull Cake Pan. Now, first we need pizza crust. You can get them pre-made or you can make it from scratch. Up to you. We're going to lay them out on the molds. After you spray it with nonstick, you want to put pizza dough over the mold and fill it with marinara sauce, your choice of meat and cheese. I'm using roasted garlic marinara sauce. Now I put these in the oven at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. Okay, here's the Bari pizza skull, and here's the one we just made at home. I would say this is a bona fide success. I'm sorry, that just tickled my funny bone. I'm so sorry. We're just gonna try these out right now. Here's the Bari skull. Delicious. Here's our homemade pizza skull right here. Let's get a try. Both of them are delicious, but the homemade ones taste really good. So if you don't have a Barry's near you, homemade works just as well.
Would you like to order a giant box full of pizza?
That's dope, man. That's pretty dope. How many of y'all think y'all make something like that?
Yeah, you know what it is. That Lambo life, baby. That Lambo life, you know. My whole thing, I got all the Lambos. You know how we do it? Lambo life, Lambo life. What happened? Too bad, it really ain't mine. This me right here.
What do you got?
It's that time. It is what it is. Can't have it all. Can't have it all.
You really can't.
Yeah, you know what it is.
You really can't, man. You really can't have it all. That is true, man. Dang. All right, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed that video with me, man. This was a great video. Like I always say, man, I'm saying peace, abundance, prosperity, and good health your way. Make sure you take care of yourself. Get you a little workout in. You got to do some push-ups. Females, go hit the gym. Walk around. Get you a walk in. Everybody, it's exercise is good for the body. If you always feel good doing something, make sure you do something. I don't care if it's a walk, simple walk, do something, But you already know, man, I'll be back with a greater video tomorrow and a greater video after that one. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.